Gribbly's Day Out. This is one of the most original, cute and playable games when I first found it in a bargain bin whilst out shopping with my mother in the local market. All those years ago, around 85 or 86, it featured the tremendous new character of the time from Andrew Braybrook in Gribbly Grobbly, and lots of ingenious ideas. It also originally came with a nice little storybook explaining the world of planet Blabgor and the backstory to Gribbly Grobbly. And if you're interested in reading that in full, I'll leave the link to the wiki page. It's a cool addition to the game. Gribbly's task is to rescue, one at a time, 8 baby Gribblets from the surreal landscape and place them in the safe haven of their cave. If you are successful, you will then go again on a new piece of landscape, one of 16 in total, each one much larger than the size of the screen, which scrolls smoothly to follow the action. Gribbly, as you can see, has one big foot, 2 bulging eyes and a big mouth. You hop relatively safely around the ground, or you can levitate and float about. The Gribblets, which you must rescue and locate on flat stretches of land, and Gribbly has to find them and pick them up. The pieces of flat land are often very small or hard to get at. Gribbly survives on his reserves of PSI energy, which is depleted every time you collide with one of the numerous hazards lurking about. The jagged landscape is one of the biggest difficulties, because whilst floating you can easily collide with any of the rough surfaces such as trees, bushes, etc. Another energy sapping danger is the triangular web, which occupies large areas of the screen. However, by carefully manoeuvring over certain switches, you can turn certain sections of the web on and off, and on some levels this is essential to open up areas which are off screen. This web will also disappear completely when you only have one more Gribblet to collect, allowing you free movement. This is a mixed blessing, in that a dangerous, crab-like creature called Seon is also released, and he quickly homes in on you. The layout is different for each level, and finding the cave to transport your Gribblets back to isn't always as easy as you'd like. What's more, the caves on later levels are tricky even to get into in the first place. Interesting landscape features like waterfalls which you can fly through, and tall rocks also appear. I'm not going to lie, when I played this game all the way back in the 80s, I actually presumed that the whole game took place underwater, but that's not the case, so I've come to learn. The other inhabitants of the game mutate through several stages before trying to grab a Gribblet and carry it off. They start as a sycamore-like seed pod, floating to the ground, where they then turn into topsies. These are worm-like creatures with a suction cup on each end to flip end over end and along the ground. If they find a Gribblet, they flip it onto its back, leaving it completely helpless. After a while, these topsies turn into a chrysalis, which in turn will develop into a stomper. If one of these stompers then encounter an inverted Gribblet, it transforms into a winged creature that will then carry away the unfortunate little Gribblet. Yeah, I know, it all sounds pretty intricate, yet confusing at the same time. In the first 3 stages of their lives, you can destroy the creatures with bubbles from Gribbly's mouth. I think this is where the confusion came initially about the game being based underwater. You can also replenish your energy by landing on PSI grubs, which can be found around the levels. The control is incredibly easy, with a nice bouncing action and great inertia and gravity when you're flying. The graphics are really cute, with Gribbly smiling when you do something right and scowling when you goof up. The Gribblets are also superb, occasionally flipping about in the air as they enjoy their time in the sunshine. The colours of each level are different and often garish, but merely add to the cuteness of the game. I like the tune for this game, along with some nice bounce and bubble sound effects too. This fantastic little creature Gribbly appealed to me as a kid. The way he smiles and scowls and stands looking bored if you leave him for too long all added to his character. Especially as when he moves about he looks around excitedly and blinks occasionally. The movement and control of the whole game is superb, to be fair. Collecting Gribblets is pretty addictive when you get going. It's an adorable little Andrew Braybrook classic, and I definitely recommend you give it a whirl on your trusty Commodore 64. It was also re-released as Gribbly's Special Day Out by Hewson's budget label Racket, and the game was improved in several ways, making it a little faster with an improved control method and scoring system. It also enhanced the sound effects and improved the graphics a bit, so maybe check that one out too. Did you know about this game? Have you played it before? Hit the like button and let me know your experiences with Gribbly's Day Out in the comments section. Thanks for watching the video guys and supporting the channel. It goes without saying that without you awesome Commodore 64 fans, then none of this would be possible. Hit subscribe if you want to see more classic games for the computer we love, and stick around for more retro nostalgia. There's more videos on the playlist with another coming up right now. Hope to see you there, and until then, bye for now.